Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is me, Jordan Young, aka Sneakernomics. After a pretty calm and quiet January for sneakers, it feels like someone just went and grabbed the thermostat dial and cranked it up. We've got a whole bunch of sneaker news to talk about in today's episode, from some $1,500 Air Jordans, more Nike lawsuits, exciting upcoming sneaker releases to look forward to. And so if you like this type of sneaker content, feel free to subscribe. In terms of sneaker releases that came out this week, there were the Union One Low KOs. How did you guys get on with these? I personally passed on these. I wasn't that interested in them. Not overly interesting to me, but let me know in the comments if you managed to scoop up a pair from the Union website or on the sneakers drop. There was also a couple of shock drops over there in the US. I think you guys had like the Jackie Robinson Dunks, the Orange Lobsters, maybe a couple of other sneakers that dropped. I did see a lot of people complaining about being given access and then not being able to load up their pairs. Seems like bots cooked again. It was the same thing over here in the UK, but there were the black and white high 85s that dropped through the Sneakers Live app that I saw a few people cop. But you know what? After seeing the price for those Panda highs, 180 pounds, nah, I'm not interested at 180 pounds for those. But yeah, let me know if you guys managed to cop anything on the shock drop releases. There's quite a few stories to get through, so we will waste no time and start off by talking about the latest round of Nike lawsuits. And this time they are going after Lululemon for copying their patented Flyknit technology. You guys might remember the Flyknit technology was massive about 10 years ago. Nike alleged that Lululemon have copied the structure and the manufacturing of the Flyknit in 4 separate Lululemon models, and they are suing them for an undisclosed number. Lululemon said they've done nothing wrong and they're looking forward to their day in court. If you guys want to learn more about this story, I made a video a few days ago about it. We've had some developments, re the Sneakercon mystery box scandal. You guys might remember this story from last month where these $300 mystery boxes were being sold at Sneakercon. The contents inside the box, more often than not, were desperately under the $300 value. And it wouldn't have been so bad were it not for so many kids getting finessed in the viral videos. The reaction that it brought about was pretty palpable around the sneaker community, and Sneakercon have decided to ban the sales moving forward, citing a violation in the code of conduct relating to gambling. Good move from Sneakercon and good riddance to those scammers. We had some pretty clear updates this week relating to the Nike SB Dunk Low Heineken 2.0 that was rumored to release at some point this year. The update is it is not going to happen. This we can take on pretty authoritative authority, given that this announcement was made by Nike SB themselves. There is still hope though, because Heineken actually produced a similar type of content release on their Instagram page that bears a striking resemblance to the recent Tiffany Air Force One ad campaign. And so the rumors are once again in the pipelines that we may actually be seeing an official Nike and Heineken collab, and it may well be an Air Force One. There have also been images circulating of a normal Nike Dunk Low dressed in the Heineken colors, and some people have also been saying that maybe this is the unofficial Heineken collab, but I don't think so. The Yeezy Supply website is down and out and terminated and no longer in action. I don't know about you guys, but I never used the Yeezy Supply website for Yeezys ever. I always thought it was like a hangout spot for bots. But it does start to bring about the termination of a lot of these Yeezy connected websites and pages. Let me know if you guys ever copped anything off Yeezy Supply. I always found it a myth. Adidas made a pretty savvy move this week in signing Jenna Ortega to be one of their keynote's flagship brand ambassadors. Post-Ye Adidas looks to be making some pretty good moves in my opinion, and signing Jenna Ortega seems like a really good move to leverage some influence within the Gen Z demographic, and so I think it's a smart move. I think they seem to be doing just fine without Ye, and I think there are some big things on the horizon for the brand. What do you guys think about this move? $1,500 Jordans. Yes, that's right, you heard me. $1,500 Jordans are set to come out later on this year. We have a Jordan 1 High, a Wolf Grey, and then a Jordan 1 Low and a Phantom, and these are set to be part of what's being called the Wings collection. What do you guys think about this? This just seems completely tone deaf to me. People are already reluctant to pay $200 or $250 for some retro Jordans as it is. We're in the middle of a global financial crisis. Cost of living is out of control. I don't see how Nike have looked at the market currently and thought, do you know what? People are reluctant to spend $250 on some Jordans. Do you know what we need to do? We need to release some $1,500 Jordans. It just doesn't make sense to me, given the climate currently. Now, if you're not into Nike SBs, and if you're not familiar with the different box eras, then the changing of a box will be of little interest to you. But if you are a Nike SB head, the changing of the box is a big deal because it ushers in a new era. Different eras of SBs are represented by an associated box color, and up until now, we have been seeing a rainbow box for quick strike releases, and this new box marks the start of a new era. And so for you SB heads out there, what do you guys think of this new box? Some people have said it's a little bit boring, the printer's out of ink kind of thing with these, and maybe you could let me know what your favorite box era is. I personally like the black box. We got some rumors of another Jordan 4 set to come out in the holiday season. This one is an olive canvas colorway, and if they are anything like the mock-up, which we know can definitely get the hopes up and ultimately lead to disappointment, these look like they are pretty clean. The olive colorway is bang on trend, and the canvas material is actually pretty good. I have the black canvas, and so these I think will definitely be a problem. And so it's shaping up to be a good year for Jordan 4s this year. But do you think, like I think, that with so many different Jordan 4s set to come out this year, hype might start to fizzle out by the end of the year? I kind of think it will. What do you guys think? We've been getting a lot more images and updates about the Air Force 1 Low Tiffany. These are set to come out on March the 7th for an eye-watering price tag of $400, and are going to be accompanied by a number of other silver accessories you can buy, like a toothbrush, whistle, shoe horn, just some random crap. We also saw a reverse Tiffany sample doing the rounds, which looked kind of cool, but I sort of prefer the all black pair, although in all honesty, I don't know. I don't know if I'll go for these given the expensive price points and just how boring they are. There were also some pictures circulating of some artificial intelligence designing some Tiffany Nike inspired shoes, which I think are way better personally. What do you guys think about these? Have you guys seen these? The Drake Nocta flipper slides. These I thought were a troll when I first saw them, but they're supposed to be happening. It's a scuba slide. They look absolutely ridiculous. They serve little to no practicality as far as I can tell on land, but are set to release nonetheless with the Drake cosign and branding. I don't know if you guys have ever worn flippers, but they are quite possibly the most awkward thing you can possibly put on your foot to walk in. You Drake stands out there, let me know. Are you standing by Drizzy with these, or do you think, like I do, that these are a bit of a mess? Some more colorways were announced of the Tom Sachs GPS shoe, one of which has got a lot of people talking and salivating. We have two colorways, one coming in the holidays called the Rattan or the Rattan. I don't know why I feel the need to roll the R's, but we've got a Rattan colorway, which we can kind of take a guess from the Jordan 2 Union colorway that dropped last year. And then the other pair is a white gorge green colorway, which we also have mock-ups for. And let me know if you guys are on board with the Tom Sachs GPS shoe. There are the field browns coming out this week as well to keep an eye on. I personally like them. A little bit of news on the Nike and Supreme SB collab coming up this year. Apparently the SB capsule is expected to feature Rammellzee artwork, which we've seen on previous Supreme items. And we've got SB Dunk Low and SB Dunk Highs to look forward to. If you're thinking about any more Supreme Dunks featuring the stars, think again. The artwork is pretty much kind of like splatter action, and the mock-ups seem to speak to this artwork in the past. So this could be an interesting release, but we are still waiting on official imagery. We got some really good looks at the upcoming Nike Cortez collab, the Air Max 95. These feature some military inspired type colorways with some army/olive greens, camo liner, the Cortez Alcatraz logo on the tongue, Cortez logo on the front lip or the mudguard. And listen, this is a no-brainer if you're a Cortez fan, or if you're from London, or if you're into your 110s. Bro, it's a no-brainer still, you get me. It's a nice colorway, good use of different materials, really cool collab with a local London brand. So I personally am in on these if I can get my hands on a pair. What do you guys think? Okay, so let's talk about some of the big sneaker releases upcoming this week, and there are a few to mention. February the 7th, Valentine's Day. For all of you fellas that are interested in Valentine's Day, I'm not really, because for me, every day's a Valentine's Day with my missus. But the Air Trainer 1, the Pink Paisley, the Valentine's Day Dunks. Listen, there's some nice shoes in the pack, but I will be passing on all of them. On Feb the 7th, we have the Tom Sachs GPS in the Field Brown. Expect these to sell out and perhaps resell for a little bit over the retail. Good shoe, clean colorway. I've actually already secured a pair via a raffle, and so I'll be picking my pair up next week, and we'll look forward to bringing you guys a review on those. On Feb the 9th, we have our first Air Jordan 4 release of the year in the form of the Seafoam colorway, aka the oil green, and these are awesome. This is a women's release, so they're only going up to a UK 9.5, so the big footers out there are going to miss out on this release, unfortunately. And if you are looking for a UK 9.5, it's going to be very, very competitive. Resale on these is going to probably go for a little bit over the 240, 250 mark, especially in the larger sizes. The smaller women's sizes, not so much. And if you haven't already got yourself into the raffles for these, make sure you are on the lookout, and good luck if you're going for these. February the 9th is going to see the Jound release of the 991 New Balance collab, and this is going to be exclusive initially to the Jound website, and then later on to be released on the New Balance website. This is obviously a no-brainer, really clean looking colorway, really nice looking materials, and when it comes to Jounds, bro does not miss. And then finally, February the 11th, next Saturday, we have the Jordan 4 Craft. This is coming out in a full men's size run, 200 pounds, 120 bucks. Rumored to be around 350k pairs. Not that that's going to help a lot of us. Potentially reselling for maybe around 250, 300. Really nice looking shoe, good looking materials. I like the way that they've sort of switched up the paneling on parts of the sneaker. Make sure you are keeping an eye out for your local retailers for raffles, and you're hip to IG as well. But good looking shoe, definitely one worth copping, or at least one worth going for. And there we are, guys. That is this week's sneaker roundup. A lot of interesting sneaker stories with a lot of interesting developments still to come. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel and turning the notifications on so you can be alerted when the next video from moi drops. If you've made it this far, make sure to give the video a like before you bounce, and listen, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a lovely day, and I look forward to seeing you all on the next video. Take care for now, and peace.